Guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share one of my favorite winter read-alouds, The Night Before Christmas. The Night Before Christmas was originally written in 1822 by Clement Moore, and this version is illustrated by Becky Kelly. If you're ready to hear this story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. The Night Before Christmas. The night before Christmas, and here we can see all the little animals dancing under the tree and Santa. And their sleepy little town getting ready. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. So even the little mice are snug in their beds, and their stockings are being hung up so that they are ready, and they've done it very carefully. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. So you can see that the little mice are sleeping and they have a little mouse present. And all of the kids are asleep in their beds, and they're dreaming of candies and sweets and good dreams. And even Mom and Dad are in bed. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. So they hear something outside, and he runs to the window, and he opens the shutters and opens the curtains to see what he can see. Can you see what he sees? Do you see them? Do you think he knows what that is? Who that is? The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. So he's saying that because of the snow, it was really light outside. And he could see a tiny sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Just noticed that. Even the snowman is looking up. Hey, what's going on up there? With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. So you can see Santa's coming, and he's calling all of his reindeer by name. Do you know all the reindeer's names? You're about to find out. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. So we have Dasher, that's fast, and Dancer, because they kind of look like they're dancing. Comet and Cupid, Donder and Blitzen. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. So he's saying that the reindeer were kind of like leaves in a windstorm, and when he called them, they flew up to the top of the house. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little foot. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. So it's made the little mice kind of wake up. And when the man turned his back, Santa went down the chimney. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. So he describes Santa as having dressed all in fur because he's cold, and that some of his outfits have soot, which is like ashes from a fireplace from sliding down all those chimneys. And he has a big bag that he looks through like a peddler, which is someone who sells things. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose, like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. So that mouse is keeping an eye on him, and you can see that he's very merry. He has little dimples, which are little dints in your face when you smile, and his nose is red like a cherry, and his beard white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. So when he's smoking his pipe, even his smoke is magical, and when he laughs, his tummy jiggles like a bowl full of jelly. Oh, and it's even making the little mouse giggle. Plus, it says, "For little mouse." So Santa thinks of all creatures, great and small. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. So he's amused just watching Santa, and he's trying to be quiet, but then he laughs, and it makes Santa turn around. But the way Santa looks at him makes him know you have nothing to be afraid of. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. So, right up the chimney. But not until he was done filling all those stockings. And the little mouse is very surprised by what he is seeing. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Bye, Santa." Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed the story The Night Before Christmas. If you did, please give it a thumbs up at the bottom of the page. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, please click that subscribe button down at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon, and Merry Christmas! Bye-bye.